What's going on, everybody? This is Daniel here with Riley Performance. As you guys can see, we're outside today, but we're not going to be doing a workout. Today, we're going to be talking about how to burn more calories. Let's get started. And before we get this video started, make sure you guys hit that like button down below. Leave a comment down below what you guys want to see next while I go over what we're going to be talking about today. And make sure you show me some love, subscribe down below. So without further ado, let's get started on the video. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is positive caloric balance. Now, what that means is the amount of calories that we're consuming doesn't equal to the amount of calories that we're metabolizing, or if you want to break it down to make it more simple, the calories that we're burning. So when we think about the word positive, that usually means good. But in this case, when we're talking about burning calories, losing weight, if your goal is fat loss, then a positive caloric balance is not going to be good. Now you're thinking, how does a positive caloric balance happen? Now, a positive caloric balance happens when we're eating more calories and we're not as physically active in the gym. Now, this can come from if you work long schedules and you don't have time to work out, but you're still eating, that's gonna cause you to gain weight over time. Now, in order to offset that, we need to be doing more physical activity. It doesn't necessarily mean going to the gym. It just means just moving around, making sure that we're still burning calories. How does this happen? So it happens because we are consuming more calories, more food throughout the day than we're actually burning. So what that means is, if any of you guys, eat 6 to 8 meals a day, but you're not necessarily burning those calories off, you're going to be at a positive caloric balance, and weight gain is going to happen over time. Now, physical activity doesn't necessarily mean just going to the gym. I know many of you, with your schedules, you may not have time to go to the gym, but you always have time to do something physically active. I mean, you can drop down, do some push-ups, do some squats, anything physically active, making sure that you're burning those calories, because you don't want to be at that positive caloric balance. Now, this can happen from eating consuming high calories of simple sugars, potato chips, cookies, pastries, things of that nature. And like I said, you're not necessarily consuming the healthy carbs, right? So you definitely want to make sure that you are being physically active with whatever you're consuming. All right, so now we're going to talk about negative caloric balance. Now, when it comes to negative caloric balance, that means that we are burning more calories, metabolizing more calories than we're consuming. Now, this can come from cutting your meals in half, portioning your meals. Some of you eat way more than you need to, and I've struggled with this as well, and that's what causes that positive caloric balance, right? Now, in order to achieve that negative caloric balance, we need to be burning more calories. This can come from a high volume training of resistance training. This can also come from training, doing a lot of high intense workouts, metabolizing your calories that way. Now, another way to achieve negative caloric balance is not eating until you're full, just eating until your body has enough to satisfy itself. Now, a good example of this is things like Thanksgiving, your family dinners, family get-togethers where there's a lot of food involved, and you typically eat more than what you should, and that's going to cause that positive caloric balance. Now, when it comes to the steps towards getting that negative caloric balance, you want to make sure that you're just eating enough just to satisfy your needs, but just don't eat too much to get that positive caloric balance. So lastly, we're going to talk about isocaloric balance. Now, iso means same. So same means the amount of calories that we're consuming equals the amount of calories that we're metabolizing. Now, this will be good for some of you who just want to maintain the weight that you already are. Your goal isn't fat loss, or your gain isn't muscle gain. So isocaloric balance will be perfect for you. This will be just, counting your calories, making sure that you're eating just enough calories to sustain a homeostasis, stature, and you're actually doing your resistance training as well, burning those same calories. Now, this can be an easy task for some, but difficult if you don't know, which calories are good for you. I'm going to be doing a video on the 10 most fat burning foods that you should eat, and then foods that you shouldn't eat. So I hope that's helped you out. I hope you guys like this video. Leave a like down below, comment down below what you guys want to see next. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, show your boys some love. We're trying to get this channel booming here, and this is Riley Performance.